Hey, what's up, Law Players? Well, we are still waiting for Season 3 to arrive in only a few days. Here's another video for you guys. So I decided to reinstall a fresh copy of Tekken 7 Season 1 in my other PS4, because while waiting for Season 3, I have been receiving messages from subscribers who say that they still have trouble doing the Legend Kick Ender and combos. Well, as a matter of fact, doing the Legend Kick Ender back in Season 1 was the reason I hated Law back then, as it didn't do that much damage for its difficulty to perform. And of course, if you don't know it yet, Legend Kick has received some few changes to make it easier to land. First is, I do remember it getting patched somewhere mid-Season 1. If I remember it correctly, the patch is to make the DSS timing less strict when performing it. And next is the patch, of course, in Season 2, where they expanded the lower hitbox to make it even more consistent to land when you're slightly off axis. So what I'm gonna do right now in this video is to go to Season 1's practice mode coming off from Season 2. Let's see how much I dropped Lost Bread and Butter combo due to the difficulty of Legend Kick back then.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist tournament, Martial Law. Martial Law. Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so that wasn't actually bad for my first 10 tries, only dropping the combo 3 times, but still it shows the difficulty. Because the window on when you press that last word 4 is very strict. If you do it too early, then you're gonna see Dragon Fake Step. And if you do it too late, then your Legend Kick is gonna miss. So up next, I'm gonna do 10 more attempts to see if I can do any better. Okay, so that went pretty bad. Out of 20 attempts, I dropped half. See, this was the reason I hated Law back then. This bread and butter combo was very hard and almost impossible to land online. You're not gonna land this combo on a free bar connection. And I do remember back then when I competed in tournaments, I always had second thoughts in performing it because I'm scared that I might drop it and lose the round. But despite this, I still didn't drop Law back then, and I still continued to practice Legend Kick. Legend Kick and Lost Bread and Butter combos is something entirely new in Tekken 7. You didn't have a fast Legend Kick before in the past Tekken games, so you would have to use this Dragon Cannon instead to end combos. And that was a lot easier than landing Legend Kick in Season 1. Okay, so we're now back in Season 2, and I'm gonna attempt the same thing, to see how much I drop it this time.
Welcome to the King of Martial Law. Martial Law. Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so right here I dropped it, but that was not a legend kick being dropped. I just delayed the 1 of back to 1 a bit too much, so I'm not gonna count this one as a fail. I told you guys that it was easier this time around because I didn't drop any of the 10 legend kick attempts. So here I'm gonna do another 10 and see if I can do the same thing. So that's it, I only dropped 1 out of 20 attempts. As you can see, it's definitely much better now. It allows you to input the final 4+4 later than it did in Season 1. And with the help of the hitbox buff, it is now more stable when slightly off axis. Another issue that I have encountered before is that the screen that I was playing on was a huge 60-inch HD TV, in which, if you don't know it yet, HD TVs will have display lag even if you have its gaming mode setting turned on. This made legend kick very hard to land because I time my button presses with a 4-3 kick animation. So I decided to purchase a dedicated gaming monitor which only has 1 millisecond of display lag. But at last, thank you Namco Bandai for making legend kick now easier to land with those updates. So if you're watching this and you're still struggling with legend kick, don't give up because it's definitely much easier now. And my advice to you guys is that it's not about the speed of the input, but rather it's about the understanding of the timing of the input. So don't give up. So before I end this video, I just want to say to you guys that I will be making a video on Law's Season 3 changes. I've already read through the patch notes and Law has received some few buffs and a couple of nerfs. But I can't really decide right now since we all haven't got our hands on Season 3 yet. Well, okay guys, so stay tuned for the video.